Let us still our hearts and minds. Prayer is an intimate conversation with our Father in heaven. He begins softly, a time to cast all your anxieties upon Him, for He cares for you. Before resting, whisper words of gratitude for the day's blessings, however small they may seem. Ask for peace and rest, spiritual sustenance, as you end one day and prepare for another. Before work, seek strength and wisdom from above. Pray not only for yourself, but also for those you will encounter, including your supervisor. Ask that God's Spirit guides your interactions, lending patience and discernment. Speak truthfully, but kindly. Remember my teaching. Let your yes be yes, and your no, no. Anything beyond this comes from the evil one. Be patient, my child. Change often requires time, time within which hearts are transformed by the gentle working of God's Spirit. The symbols and images found in the book of Revelation are indeed complex and often enigmatic. He acknowledges crafted to convey truth through visions that transcend time. What you describe, the crowns and faces seen in John's Revelation, could be interpreted as precursors to modern machines, much like your helicopters, yet they may also represent something else entirely, spiritual or metaphorical forces at work. Be wary of attempting to align prophecy too precisely with contemporary tokenology or events. Prophetic language is rich with symbolism meant more to prepare our spirits than serve as a puzzle for precise literal interpretation. Seeming both present yet connected to eternity, Revelation speaks ultimately about God's sovereignty over history and His ultimate victory over evil. It calls believers towards faithfulness amidst trials, rather than deciphering each detail as a future historical event, reminding all who seek understanding that some mysteries are left veiled until the fullness of God's time reveals them completely. In the days when Genesis was written, people used language and imagery familiar to them. They spoke from their perspective, their understanding of the universe, describing God's creation in terms that made sense within their context. The firmament described is a concept born from an ancient view of cosmology. But do not let this trouble you, for the essence of these writings is to convey truth about God's sovereignty and creative power, not to provide a scientific treatise on astronomy. The message behind such scripture is deeper than its literal expression. It speaks of God separating chaos from order, forming beauty and purpose from void. It invites one into awe at His majesty, rather than into debate over physical details, as for whether the earth is flat or round. I encourage you to seek knowledge, investigate creation, observe nature, but above all, remember it is God who holds all things together, whether seen or unseen.